Hey, this is Donnie Smith, and in this video we're going to go over this snapshot of the collision repair industry real fast, and also I'm going to share with you how you can win a Chicago Pneumatic tool. And first we're going to go over this, just point a few things out with this. ICAR and Collision Repair Education Foundation do these surveys. They do them every 3 years. And it basically just they survey some collision repair businesses to come up with these statistics, and I want to go over a few of these and kind of tell you, what I think is happening with the industry. Let's look down here at the first one, and this is just basically talking about, from 1995, 98, 2001, how businesses have changed, and the number of businesses you'll see in 2004, 44,736, and then in 2007 it went down to 43,535, in 2013 to 40,418. So less businesses, less collision repair shops. Number of technicians, kind of the same pattern, went from 176,500 to 179 to 173,200. So the number of technicians has gotten a little smaller in 2013 as well. Years in business. This is how long has the business been, how many years have they been in business? And this has actually went up 2004, and it also goes back, and I'll put a link to the ICAR page that can take you to this survey so you can take a look at it for yourself, and you might want to look at some other information that I'm not going to go over. But years in business went from 25.7, and it went up a little bit to 27.5 in 2007, and then up again to 29.5 in 2013. Average square foot, that's also increased from 9,000 to 13,000 from 2004 to 2013. Average number of employees was 7.9 in 2004. In 2013, it's 13.3%. Businesses that have more than 6 technicians. Now this one is interesting because in 2004 it was 32.2%. Not much change in 2007, 32.6%. But in 2013, 55.9% have 6 or more technicians. So this is telling you that the businesses are bigger, in 2013. So that's interesting. Percentage of small shops have went down. Look at 1995, 44%. Now look at 2013, 55.9%. So 8.7%. So it's went from 44 to 8%. Small businesses. So there's not as many small businesses. The larges also went down from 40 to 24, but the super shops, the really big shops, was not that many in 1995, 15.3, but look at 2013 on that, 66.5%. So what this tells me is all the small shops are going away. Now I know this ain't just the collision repair industry. Seems like every small shop, which is a shame. I like to see the smaller shops out there in the different industries, but it seems like every industry is going through the Walmart phase where everything's going to the bigger chain stores like that. But okay, average age hadn't changed from 2007 to 2013. Around 39 years old is the average age. Average income is 52,997, and I want to mention something there. Do not confuse this. If you're in a school going to hit the industry, you're not going to make that, your first year, unless you're just extremely good. But, probably you're not going to make that because this average is from the technicians been doing this for years, and it's also, the new technicians, so they average that together. That is not to be expected your first year, but that's kind of the average out there according to these statistics. It says 19% report earning more than 70% or higher. So kind of show you some of the comparable trades here, and again you can come back and look at this. I'll put the link in the description where you can take a better look. And here's a breakdown of the annual technician income. Smallest percentage being under 25,000, and 35 to 70 is kind of the middle here, and then over 70 is over here. So I'll kind of give you an idea of what they're making through these statistics. Also, if you want to go here and look at the paid vacation and all that, it has all that here for you. I'm not going to go over that a whole lot, but here's what I really wanted to point out to you, especially if you're a student that's in school right now. You might want to pay attention to this, because this is what, when asking the industry, what they want the students to know whenever they come out of the schools. So if you're a student, this is what's important. This is the expectations of the industry, and it's kind of in order here. The main thing they want you to know about is prep for paint. Sanding, feather edging, priming, blocking, masking, spraying. All that is what is the most important. So if you're in school, be sure that you concentrate on these. These may not be the funnest step. I know prepping is not the funnest thing to do, but it is the most important according to this report, and I'd have to agree. A high quality paint job all depends on how well you prep the car. So pay work extra hard in that area. Next to that is R&R bolted panels, and that's talking about taking panels off, because a lot of the panels aren't repaired. I mean, if they're damaged, a lot of them's replaced. It's many times cheaper to replace a fender than to try to repair it. So, and especially with all the different makes and models and clips and bolts that they have today, I mean, it can become confusing. So really spend some time trying to master that. Taking bumper covers off, fenders, hoods, and then when you're putting them on, making sure that they align right and shut properly. So work on that. That's the second most important. And then it's dent repairs, because you will be doing a lot of minor dent repairs. So of course you want to master those skills as well. Final detailing is the fourth, and that's just getting the car ready for the customer. After all the work's been done, that's the steps to get the car clean and to the customer. If there's any overspray on it, make sure that that's all removed, and that the car, when the customer gets it back, it looks a lot better than it did before we brought it in. That's what your goal is there. And then after that is MIG welding. So there's still MIG welding done in the shop, and it's that's one of the high priorities. I think the industry's changed a little bit. I think there's new technologies that this may become less important, like with rivets and bonding and things. They're kind of wanting to get away from the heat damaging a lot of these steels. But, according to these statistics, that's still one of the most important things. And welding is not something that you can do one or twice, or pass a weld one time and be a welder. I mean, you want to be able to take a test and pass it every time. So it's really repetition on welding that you master that. Plastic repairs, and that's another one. That's a lot of plastics out there, and more repair procedures are being made to repair these plastics. So that's important to the industry as well. And then with any job, business skills, and that's going to be important. Setup and measure, R&R welded parts, and you can go through this list, but I mainly want to talk about those first 5 or 6. That's what you really need to focus on when you're in school. So just to wrap this up, the average age, 39 years old. Average technician income has gained an increase still higher than most comparable trades, and has almost 1 of every 5 earning $70,000. So just kind of give you an idea. But I do, one more time, going to mention, coming out of school, you're probably not going to make $50,000. So that's I know I've heard other parts of the industry, claim that they want to quit telling students that they're going to make $50,000 a year, because that's kind of setting a student up to believe that they're going to make more than they really are. And then when they make 20, 30, 40,000, or or less, they're just feel like that they are not making what they was told they was going to make. So it comes with time, comes with practice and patience and experience to make the the higher incomes. It's like like with any job, it's going to take time. Okay, now to the CP Chicago-O-Matic tools. I'm going to put a link down in the description to their page as well. There'll be a link to this page where you can read more about that, and I'm going to put a link to Chicago-O-Matic's Facebook page. And I want you to go there, and if you haven't liked it, I want you to like it, but then I want you to leave a comment below. I'll probably post this video there, or if you just leave a comment anywhere on there, I'm going to search for that, and we're going to randomly select one, and especially if you're a student at a school, or a DIY at home, and you're working on a project, post a picture on there for us. and say something about the project, and that'll probably increase your chances to win. Also, appreciate if you go to my Facebook page and maybe leave something there, or um, post some pictures there. But when you're on CP's Chicago Pneumatics Facebook page, be sure and type in collision blast so that we know that you are a candidate for being able to maybe win the next tool. And we'll be letting you know soon through video who the winner is. So anyway, thanks for watching this, and we'll talk to you next time.